Yeah, thank you.
And welcome once again to the Ashenhead podcast. I timed this perfectly to say welcome as he took a bite of a double choc chip cookie that my wife has bought for him. Should we mention the spread that little Gary, my wife, has laid out for you?
Yeah, but don't mention brands.
You're right. She's put in double choc chip cookies. She's got a certain confectionery that anyhow have a break. She has a certain Australian chocolate biscuit.
Yep.
She has munchy muesli cookies.
Yep. With quinoa, buckwheat, and
chia. She's gone out sunflower clusters for me, which I'm not eating, and then she made sure that she had, after she heard the last podcast, your favorite coffee, which is an instant coffee, which comes in a sort of glass container with a sort of gold label. But we don't want to say what it is doing. Or are you trying to get them on board?
I'm not trying to get... Actually, I am. But I'll always give them a free kick because they are spot on, know how to make a bit of coffee. It's Makona number 5. Keep doing what you're doing.
Is there 1, 2, 3, 4?
Don't know. There's numbers. And I'm all about 5. You give me a Makona any other number, I'll say get out.
Get the fuck out of here.
5 or leave. So...
Now,
look,
let's do a live deal. Are we straight up with a live deal?
how's this?
Give it to me.
Get a Facebook message from this guy.
I like it.
He says, "Do you want to meet me for a coffee?"
Of course, yeah, man. Of course I do. Who is this?
Sure.
What's his name?
His
No,
name's-
we'll beep it.
Go on, mate. Okay. And I said, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Hey, did you know him?
Yeah, I met him a couple of times.
Oh, so you knew him a bit already. And,
Yeah.
And where had you met him before? Like at private boxes at sporting events, or
Yeah, well, he's got this spray tan company.
oh, he's a spray tan guy.
Yeah.
So has he been? Did one day he was spraying you, and he said,
No,
"Look,
he owns one of the biggest spray tan products in the world, Bondi Sands.
never heard of it.
They're huge.
Never heard of it."
So he says, "Hey, listen, talk to me about this Free Lift Friday."
Oh wow.
I said, "Well, yeah."
Where did he hear about it? On Instagram.
On my Instagram. I said, it's hashtag Rimmel Mazda. And I do free lifts. He said, how would you like to do that and deliver our Bondi Sands product in Sydney?
So he's asking you to be a courier driver.
Yeah.
For free?
For free. I said, yes.
It's a huge deal.
I'm doing it.
Now, hang on. Wait. So you had a coffee.
I said, listen, this is good.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
far, this is
delivering it
fantastic.
to their ambassadors, who are gorgeous girls. You should see them.
Oh, now you're being interesting. And do they know that you're arriving, or do they...
Yeah. They've been told.
Can I ask a question at this point? Is there any money?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Are we getting paid?
Oh, mate, are you serious?
How do we get to Sydney?
I'll take this out. Mate, I'm flying.
Is he flying you up?
Yeah, fuck yeah, hotel.
What? A hotel? Can't you sleep in the car?
Because what I've got to stop doing, my manager said I've got to stop talking about hard and fast figures on how much I'm making on podcasts.
Who said that?
My manager. But I'll tell you, and I'll beep
The
it.
fuck? Hang on.
Listen to me.
Does your...
One day.
No, wait.
One day, Ed.
Does your manager know how business is done these days?
Yeah, but we shouldn't be talking about figures. So
Says who?
listen to this. One day in Sydney, how much? Go up.
$2,000.
Nah, mate. Look, I did mates rates.
What? I'll do it.
I'm doing it.
That is a live... Everybody, that's a live deal.
And
You just
also-
heard about a live deal.
So what happened was,
Jesus.
so I had the coffee, called my manager, said, listen, we got a live deal going on.
Yeah.
Let's get this done by 4 p.m. Okay?
Or else. Or
Yeah.
else I'm talking about it on a podcast. I've got a podcast at 5. Don't make me do it.
She said, we talked about figures back and forth, just like in the boardroom.
The old back and forth.
And we came up with a figure and booyah.
He bid at it.
Yeah.
So when do we start?
So I leave Sunday, come back Monday night, and I've got dinner with my ex-girlfriend on Monday
Where are we
night.
going?
Chinese or Japanese, one of those two.
Whose choice?
Hers. She wants Japanese.
Can she tell the difference?
She can. She knows her food.
Does she?
Here's the thing, Ed. We do this game in the herald
yeah.
sun. It's like I suppose it's in all
Courier
the Australian
Mail?
paper. Courier Mail.
Daily Telegraph,
Daily Telegraph. It's in the
Adelaide
qui-
Advertiser,
It's in the quiz section.
Hobart Mercury.
And there's a box full of 9 letters.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, you got to make as many words as you can.
Yeah. So I had her yesterday. I had a 6-letter word tricep, and I was sitting in the park with her,
Gold.
and I said, "Good luck trying to beat a 6-letter, babe."
Yeah. Isn't she an osteopath?
Yes.
Wouldn't she know? She'd know. Then she knows the body and terms in the body. Doesn't she know like big words for muscles and things?
Yeah. But there are only 9 letters to choose from. And a tricep, I thought I had her. And I was sitting there just like laughing and just enjoying it, drinking my coffee, dancing,
Great day.
saying I got 6 letters, suck it.
Yeah, man.
And she came back
What'd she get with?
with a 7-letter
Well, what? Triceps.
receipt.
Oh, she's done well.
I couldn't believe it.
Did she spell it right?
Yep.
Because I can never spell that right.
No, she did.
Oh, well played.
And I said
Well
to
played,
her,
ex-girlfriend.
and seriously, it was one of the nicest moments we've ever had. I was like, babe, that's fucking hell, you're making me dig deep.
Mentally.
yeah.
This is a really, you know what I like about this? It's a mental connection you're having. It's not just you scrolling through Instagram, in your jocks, liking photographs of brain dead models so that you can hopefully run into them at some seedy event and then have a tryst in the back of the hashtag Ring with Mazda and then you got to hose it out afterwards. This is a deep, that was you know what that was? That was psychological foreplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done. You've grown. That's growth from you.
No, that's what I
That's
said to her.
growth.
I said, I'm having to find something here. And I didn't think I was going to have to be pushed to a 9-letter.
And what was the 9-letter answer?
No, I don't know. I haven't checked the paper today. Because all the answers come in the following day.
Oh.
But so I said, babe, we still talk about it. I said, that receipt, 7-letter, babe.
What did she say?
She said, I know. I'm good.
Now, what other date? Because you had a week of dates. Where did she get taken? You said she's had a good week. On the phone, you said she's had a good week. Where did she get?
Yeah, I had some vouchers.
That's what girls like. Nothing's just romance like vouchers.
I had some vouchers for Crown Casino and Resorts.
Oh, my God. So where did we go?
Let's go to Nobu.
Oh, that's like a famous restaurant.
Yeah, we went to Nobu.
Did the
Some
voucher
Japanese.
work? Because that hurts if you don't.
Of course. I did voucher, but guess what? I did 2 vouchers.
Oh,
So-
they never let you do that.
Yeah, so I did a 20% voucher because I was staying at Crown Metropole. We stayed there too.
What? She got a night in the Metropole?
Yeah, spanker and table tennis.
Ooh.
Boom. Give it to her. And then I said, good game, babe. Let's go get some Nobu. And then,
Hang on, you made her play table tennis?
yeah, as soon as we got there, yeah, and I really gave it to her. And then,
That's a bachelor date. Yeah, keep
yeah.
going.
And then I got my 20% voucher for Nobu. Went there, and then I used another voucher on top of that. I gave her like 10 vouchers.
Hang on, what was the other voucher on top of that?
I had a $300 overall Crown voucher I could use on anything.
Oh, so you said here's 20%
Here's
off.
20% off, and,
And
then
now
pay
here's-
for it on that
Bang,
voucher.
and here's 300.
Yeah, and then
Uh-oh.
I said there still should be a bit left on the voucher, so bring me the
Receipt.
yeah,
Yeah, give me the...
keep it back on the card and bring it back.
And?
Yeah, no worries.
Are you for real?
And then we went and we had we played a game, Ed, at Crown called the Big Wheel, Crown Casino.
Yeah, let me guess how it works. They spin a big wheel, and
Yeah.
if you've got to bet on whether it lands, you win.
100%. And I haven't played the Big Wheel. Last time I played the Big Wheel, Ed, was the day I finished high school
Oh.
with my friend Dan Dynam. So the day we finished, we said, let's go to Crown. We played the Big Wheel, and we made $25 each.
Massive.
Huge. I was 17 years old.
Massive.
I had a fake ID.
Yeah, well,
Shouldn't have even been in
No,
there. It's
God
fine.
no. Yeah,
Yeah. So we sat there and we bought our own Subways,
huge.
and we're sitting there eating it at footlongs, and I said, listen,
Listen, mate.
this is us from now on. We come back here full time now, and we start making money. We shook on it. We said, big wheel tomorrow, 9 a.m.
And?
We lost our life savings. about $250.
But then all these years later, you've rolled back up with the 300. So I would say with inflation, you're even.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're even?
Yeah.
Does Crown owe
the
you
big wheel
anything?
got me again.
Why do you play the big wheel? Why don't you go and play?
Because
oh,
it's the
that's
vibe.
fine, it's fine.
They were like, it's packed.
Yeah, it's packed.
It's like
It-
a
you're
footy
right,
game.
it is packed.
They're all cheering.
It's
There were like
huge.
45,
I don't know why they don't have more of them.
50 Asian businessmen. They were going
Yeah,
crazy.
it is a good fun. The big
like-
wheel is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's actually the best.
No, yeah. No, craps is the best. The one where you
Actually,
chuck
yeah,
the dice.
craps is good. But the celebrations at the big wheel were huge.
Yeah, because what happened? The games I like in the casino are when if you win, someone else wins too, so it becomes communal. So on the big wheel, there's no limit to the amount of people that can bet on 17, and if it rolls up and you're on it too, high fives.
And also, you know how when you beat a blackjack dealer, they kind of take it personally a bit.
Yes.
The guys who are spinning the big wheel don't give a
It's not their money.
They're celebrating with you.
And also because there's no skill involved.
Yeah.
It's luck. It's
the big
pure
wheel.
luck.
Yeah. It's a party.
What about if they had the big wheel, the big wheel, and the monster wheel, which was in like the atrium, so it was like as big as a whole floor.
Maybe that's what they should turn the big wheel in Melbourne and Docklands into. A
the
huge
eye.
casino big wheel.
Jeez, we've got the one in Brisbane at South Bank. You could do that there too, next to it. So you have one which is for flying, going around in, and then you have the one next to it, which is a giant spinny gamble wheel. That's great.
Oh, that sounds like a UFO.
No, UFOs go
Horizontal.
Horizontal. This is vertical.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's solved.
What do you got, mate?
So I've got for you. I want to pitch a catfishing game.
Perfect.
So what we're doing is, I was thinking to myself the other day because I read an article ages ago. This is when websites and Twitter handles and things like that were all sort of being snapped up. So you know when you try and get your own name or whatever, it's like, oh, you can't have that. Someone's got it. Blah blah blah. So you got to go blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right? Some guy had worked out that a major airline, because they were a national airline, you know, some of them airlines are distinct to their location. So Thai Airlines is Thai, you know, Malaysian, etc., right? Alitalia, Italy, right?
Yeah.
Qantas, not so much. It's an Australian airline, but people don't really know that. It's just Qantas, right? Okay. He had worked out that one of the major airlines, because they'd only bought the domains locally. So he snapped up the .au versions of those names before this was illegal. And they had to pay them for him. They had to pay him for them. He got 70 grand, 70, 80 grand out of them.
Right.
Now, that was only because when people were going for the website, his link would come up first because he's got the exact match. People would click on it and get annoyed. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Maybe then they can go to another airline. You're going to lose money.
Yeah.
What we do is we buy names that sound very similar to major sporting teams, but instead of sport, we've got disgusting, disgusting porn, so that when people accidentally go to our site as opposed to the real website for that sporting club, they're disgusted by it, and then the club has to buy it off us.
Yeah, good.
You ready?
Yeah.
So when you go to FremantleDockers.org, it's guys docking.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Players? Ross Lyon.
They probably won't agree to that. Brisbane Bears, you can imagine the hairy men that we've got for some of that, right?
Yeah.
The Manly Sea Eagles.
No. They've got to be fucking, you know, fingering a koala bear or something.
Okay, well, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So we don't need to make it. So with the Manly Sea Eagles in the NRL, well, that can be, you know, any type of screaming eagle that you'd like.
Yes, yeah, good.
And so then so every time, you know, I'm interested in supporting the Canberra Raiders. You put in CanberraRaiders.org. Oh, no. What are they doing to that koala?
Yeah.
And then the Raiders come to us and buy the domain. What do you think?
Yeah, good. Are they still around, Canberra Raiders?
Or are they ever?
So you get a call from Mel Meninga?
Mal's not with them at the moment. You probably get Ricky Stewart call you up.
Yeah. It's Ricky from Canberra Raiders.
What can I do for you, Rick?
Ricky.
What can we do for you, mate?
Yeah, you seen the website?
You have. Listen, guys. Yeah, we're going to need you to take that down. Well, are you? Let's talk money, Rick.
Just recapping, so we buy the domain names Canberra Raiders.
.org, whatever they don't have.
Good. Buy.org.
Yeah. And so when people put in
Why don't we
Canberra
just go on-
Raiders, that's the other part of it. We pay for that Google optimization thing, so we're always first.
Let's go. No, this is it. We're doing it with everything.
How huge is that?
Why don't we do it with everything?
Okay.
We don't do the porn.
Oh.
No. Think about
But
this.
then they've got no incentive.
But it's Ashnet Podcast
Oh, that's
homepage.
even better. Google can't have all the domains.
And it's all the domains, everything, all the sporting teams, Ashnet Podcast. Everything is, Collingwood
huge.
Magpies.
That's huge.
.org.
Yep. Wellington Phoenix, Ashenhead Podcast.
Ashnet Podcast.
Queensland Firebirds, netball. No, Ashenhead Podcast.
Ashnet Podcast.
Bentley Green Soccer Club. Ash and Ed Podcast.
Yep.
If someone could think of a name of a fencing club, let me know. Ash and Ed Podcast.
Burke and Wills Fencing. It's the name of my dad's first business. They used to build fences. And we always drive around and he goes, I built that fence.
That was a Feltz builder. Did he build a rabbit-proof
A
fence?
Felch builder.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he built fences well.
He's now a medical doctor.
Medical doctor.
God, he's had an interesting life, your dad. Your business, remember when you had the gardening business with your brother? No, with your friend?
Yeah.
That went belly up.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Hang on. Green Thumbs with a Z, because Green Thumbs with an S was taken.
See, you've already done this. You've got history. You've done this before.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the idea, is that we steal the name
Oh,
of
yeah.
something. Yeah, and you've done it before.
Yeah.
You were Green Thumbs with a Z,
Yeah.
because Green Thumbs with an S was taken.
Yeah, but we didn't have the domain name. We had the domain name for another business where we did organic fruit and vegetables called the Organic Express.
That's a good name to have.
Mate, it was amazing.
Did someone buy it off you?
No.
Went belly up.
Yeah, because we just couldn't
Deliver.
we couldn't get the order. I told you about this, didn't I?
Yeah, you said you started buying it from Woolies and saying it was organic.
Because what happened is we got the organic license to go to the markets, Footscray markets, to buy organic, but you've got to buy in bulk or you're going to lose a lot in stock. So we just never had bulk orders. So we said, fuck it, let's just go to Safeway. Yeah, we go to Coles.
Why don't you take it one step further and go out back to the bin of Coles?
I could have.
They're called Freetarians. The people
Freetarians.
people
It's
who-
such.
Yes, it's only you go on YouTube, you see Freetarians, they always do the same thing. They're always in the bin out the back of a supermarket, and they're always doing the same thing. Someone jumps in, they've always got terrible haircut. Someone jumps in, and then they pull out a bag of bread, some bread rolls, and they go, look at this, perfectly good bread rolls.
Yeah.
As they wipe a rat from their brow, perfectly good bread rolls, just thrown away.
Yeah.
And then they fill their backpacks. And they jump off looking so self-righteous you can't believe it. But I guess good luck to them.
Yeah, good luck to them. I used to, my first ever job was at Coles, and I used to clean the meat room. And
Yuck.
No, it was good.
Oh.
But they gave me no training. I always think back to it. I'm thinking, fuck, I'm lucky I didn't lose an arm. Because I used to put my hand down this huge drain. Like, I was like 17.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got $50 for 3 hours, and there were fucking hanging pigs and everything everywhere.
Jesus.
And I told my mate Dan, I said, come here, mate. I clean the meat room now, which comes with perks. I get free Mars bars out the back. So I just fucking eat the Mars bars.
Stolen Mars
And I was obsessed with the checkout chicks.
Oh. Did
So-
you get hold of any of them?
No, but still to this day, they call me Meaty.
Meaty?
Yeah, they call me Meaty. They go, yeah, it's Meaty. Yeah, it's fucking 20
How funny
years ago.
that you went from an organic, you were the organic guy, straight to meat.
Yeah. No, well, I went meat
screw.
first.
Oh, and then you went organic.
Yeah, the only reason I opened up organic is Dad said to me, the fastest growing business industry is organic fruit and vegetables.
Well, he was right.
Yeah, he was
But
right.
he was ahead of the curve, your dad.
Mm.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah, we couldn't be bothered.
We've almost got to get out of here.
Have you got something else?
Yep, I want to give you some phrases that non-fun people say when they're trying to be fun. I get this from The Bachelor. There's a lot of the contestants on The Bachelor, and The Bachelor himself, they say it all the time.
Mhm.
When are they going to learn? I know I say this all the time. The Bachelor should be two versions of the same show that they cut between.
Mm.
One where the guy is like this sort of semi-dull bloke that they've got at the moment, right? Decent abs, but not much going on. He's not much fun. Can't make a joke. He's not interesting.
Yep.
Girls keep telling me how boring they are. He is, right?
Yep. And he does that laugh. Yeah.
And then the other show that they cut to is where all the girls think they're going to get the same sort of guy, but they get a really handsome guy, right?
Mm.
But he's being fed lines into his ear
Right.
by a panel of three.
Yeah.
You, an escaped mental patient,
Yep.
and like a what are they called? Blog, like a
Blogger.
yeah, like a really boring blogger.
Nice.
So every now and again he'll say something like what the boring bloggers say. Yeah, I'm really thinking about my carbon footprint, right?
Yeah.
And the girls go, yeah, so am I. And then you might say, let's say you were on a date with a girl in a horse and carriage. What might you say?
Let's jerk off the horse.
Yeah, but you're stealing the mental patient's gear.
No,
You need
the
to
mental patient's just got to say things that doesn't even make sense.
There's a ghost living in my brain. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah. Touch my arm to save the ghost. Yeah.
Little Gary break. Get in
Come
here.
on, Gary. Ed's wife's here. Come
Well,
on, Tiff.
Come in here. Little Tiff's walked in. We are podcasting.
It's a live
It's a live
podcast.
podcast. So my wife's just wandered in. Gary, just quickly, we're talking about The Bachelor. What's wrong? The current Bachelor, even though we love the show, what's wrong with the current Bachelor?
He's #boring.
Ed's making
Decisiveness,
faces at
that's what I
Gary.
mean.
Listen,
Being decisive.
yeah, you know what?
Be quiet. I'm at a cocktail party. You're being rude and
Yeah.
interrupting. Come back in 5 minutes.
I'm at a cocktail party. Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what? You remember the in the one of the first episodes, Richie was meeting all the girls, and it was just the time that the mother with the 5-year-old kid had just told him that she was a single mother, and then the other girl came over and goes, "Hi."
Yeah.
He should have said
Don't
to her,
stand for that.
well, he should have said to her, "Hey, I'll come and get you in like a minute. I'm just going to finish up here." He walked off with her. He didn't command the situation.
That's it. That's what I mean. Be commanding. And also, you know what's wrong with him?
Next series, Ash, Channel 10, I know you and Channel 10 have had your differences, but Jamie
have.
Kennedy said it
Get
to
rid
you.
and I will be back.
But I have to tell you, you know what's wrong with The Bachelor? The fairy tale doesn't exist with this Bachelor. What am I going to do? Like live in prison with all these other women to then go and move on an oil rig?
Yeah.
It's not sexy. I want to go in the sports car and live a life where I don't have to work and I can go shopping and Ed will buy me all the rugs I can ever desire and
the
I
rugs.
don't get kicked out of a rug shop
Get some rugs.
because I can't afford a $6,000 rug and she says go to IKEA. That is not the attitude.
get
That's
a
what I
rug.
get from Richie.
Yeah.
She's upset because we got kicked out of a rug store for being poor because I was in a tracksuit and I was
But also, what she means is if
Yeah,
she
she wants rugs.
if she was a Bachelor contestant,
If she was that way inclined.
that's what she'd want.
Yeah.
Yeah? She's fired up.
Rugs galore with
Rugs. She can't say that.
rugs galore with Julia Gillard. I love it.
We better get out of here.
I should be in The Bachelor, but
I've had this. Hashtag Ash for Bachelor. We need to get this going. One of the people that works in publicity at one of the companies that I work for said to me today, I was talking about our other podcast, Team Effort, on the Triple M network, and she said, I said, Ash is in it. She goes, oh, I love Ash. I said, yeah, he's great. And she said, yeah. I said, I think he should be The Bachelor. And she did a hands on hips. She took a step back and did hands on hips, double teapot,
Yeah.
cocked her head to the side and said, oh my God, you're absolutely right. Come on.
no, here's the thing. I was campaigning for this 2 years ago when I was desperate, and they didn't heed my call, and
Well, they were wrong.
I was offended.
I love Channel 10. I love working for having been paying attention. Let's get Williams on for another Bachelor next year because
I'm an international.
international tweet. He sends.
I'm international Twitter.
He's an
Listen,
Twitter guy.
no, but Ed,
Hashtag Twitter guy.
they think I'm just doing it for my career. I'm actually doing it for love.
I know you do.
I want to get married.
I
I
know
told
you
you I want to get married by the end of the year. I've got to put that back till next year now.
I know you want to get married at the end of the year.
I want to get a dog.
I know you want to get a dog.
I want to get a couple. And a girlfriend and a wife. No, seriously. Look, you know the first thing that they would make me do, though, if I was The Bachelor?
Cut your hair.
Nah.
Delete your Twitter account.
Nah. Yep, that.
Delete the tickling video off the internet.
Nah, but that's good.
Get rid of the various photographs of you sort of semi-nude with shark tooth necklace on.
I'd actually have to change my name. I would.
What?
No, they would. This is just easier.
To what?
Osher Williams.
That won't be-
Osher Williams Gunsberg. But that's like oh, we can't say this, can we? But like she's keeping that name because everything under on Google is related to
some stuff that happens.
yes. So she keeps the name. Anyway, you know what? The first thing they make me do?
What?
Get my motorbike license.
There's a lot of motorbiking.
It's all motorbike.
It's all motorbikes.
Yeah, that's the first thing. You're The Bachelor. Tomorrow you're going for your motorbike license,
Oh, I've got
and
my
you've got a
I've got my forklift
fitting
license.
for a leather jacket.
Yeah, it's all leather.
Yep. And then you're
There's not enough alcohol in it either.
mate, drink up.
Drink
Where's
it.
the sponsorship?
Drink up.
You know how they were doing
Annoying.
product placement last year for Michael Hill
Oh, were they?
Jewelers,
Oh,
I believe. Yeah, get the the wild turkey.
Wild turkey.
That's it.
West Coast Cooler.
West Coast Coolers.
Swan Lager.
Yep. Finish it all.
BB.
Yep.
4X.
That's it.
Every night a different alcohol sponsor, and the first 15 minutes is a game of Centurion where
That's
they all
it.
try and do 100 shots.
Yeah. And whoever drinks the most gets the date. Boom.
Whoever drinks the most
Yep.
goes on the date.
Yeah, and there's like
That's a-
CrossFit judges like watching each person.
That's,
Like,
yeah,
no, that's
yeah.
not one.
That
Finish
wasn't a
it.
sip.
Yep.
That wasn't a sip.
Yep.
Big shout out to everyone who competes in CrossFit and whichever coloured fluorescent tape is currently holding your body together. Huge shout out to them. They are very fit. Good luck to them. Hey, I can't do one squat thingy, whatever that they do. I can't do any of that. Hey, we got to get out of here.
Ed, I've got a little bit of gossip. So you're talking about The Bachelor.
Yeah,
Guess who's definitely out? I told you this.
This is huge.
So the mother with the 5-year-old.
Alex.
2 days ago, I put a thing on Instagram, and she private messaged me
What'd she say?
saying, "Ha ha."
What's
ha.
private match about now?
What?
How's-
Messaged you back.
Yep. How's life in the house?
Okay. Live
Wink,
talk.
wink face.
Yeah.
Live Instagram.
Hang on, Alexandra. I won't say her
Live
name.
Instagram.
Oh my God! Look, there's about 20 ha ha
Okay,
ha's.
okay.
How's life in the house?
Yeah.
This is good scoopler.
Scoopler, live tweet, live batchy. This is all your hashtags rolled into
How's
one.
life? All right, ha ha ha. How's life in the house?
And then winky face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, no.
Winky face. Yeah.
Yeah, winky face.
yeah.
Don't send the poo.
I sent the cucumber.
How's life in the house
Yeah.
with a cucumber?
Yeah.
It's cool. Is that what you
Yeah.
meant?
Yeah.
As in cool as a?
Yeah. When are you resting your eyes? Get some rest. Oh my God! What are we doing?
It's a live. It's
It's
Instagram.
done.
Oy.
It's a bit naughty.
That's not.
It's for work.
We've gone live.
This is for Scoopler.
Yeah, Scoopler.
I'm going undercover.
Live Instagram.
Yep.
God.
I'm going undercover as myself.
They'll never see. They'll never pick it. Is that you, Ash? Nope.
Nope. Yes.
Nope.
Um,
Scoopler. I'm not allowed to say that, by the way.
What Scoopler?
Nah, I was using the grab on Triple M. They told me I wasn't allowed to use it anymore.
We can use it on this, can't we?
I don't know. So find out.
Do people know what Scoopler is?
It's a.
No.
They don't. If they don't, then it helps
Nah,
me.
good one.
Yeah, it helps me if they
Yeah,
don't.
good one.
Hey, we got to get out of here. That was live. So if you're interested, Ash has got his comedy shows. ashwilliams.com.au for some hashtags. We are going to have a live.
We're having a show.
We're having a show. We're doing a show which is going to be live, and we're going to want you to be there because we've got a big stuff coming. And
How about we announce what the show is going to be, when it is, next week?
next podcast is going to be a huge announcement fest. I want us to have our first guest. We've got a very good friend of ours who's called us both
Oh, yeah.
separately and said that she would like to be part of the pod. And to be honest with you, Ash, I can't think of a better guest than this person.
No, she'll
very,
be-
very nice to have the lovely wife Tiff on, and Kathy. Might be the same person. But it's very nice to have them. But this person is absolutely perfect for us.
I think it's fantastic. And can I just quickly say, I want to run this by you too. It's a pitch for a new name for our show.
Give it to me.
It's Ash and Ed, and then in brackets, and Kathy. And we have
Soul Brothers, SOLE Brothers.
and we have a picture of Kathy that's clearly been photoshopped in, and she's
It's funny.
in the background.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm up for it. I don't care. What do I care?
Maybe we do it as like 1 week.
Yeah. What about because you do what they do in all the superhero movies. Ash and Ed. ... Dawn of Kathy.
Yeah, good.
God, I wish I was in a superhero movie.
Marvel,
Can't say Marvel.
can't you?
No. They sue.
Do they?
Oh, big time.
We want to get sued. I keep telling you this.
Stop saying that. I've got things to lose.
No, I'll take it. Put it all in my name. Seriously.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Good to have you with us. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, my
Plug
website.
your website.
I've got a website.
Do you?
Yep. My wife built it for me. She's a very, can I tell you about my website?
Zero hits?
MrEdCavalli.com. So far, it has actually had 0 views. It's the only website on the internet that not one person has ever looked at.
I'm going to bring it up.
MrEdCavalli.com. Live.
You should start plugging
Live.
that from now on.
I keep forgetting.
Like everything.
Yeah, but what am I going to do?
No, but just go MrEdCavalli.com.
.com. Live.
Is .com live?
No.
Oh, right.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
I'm like, what the fuck's she done?
I'm thinking about setting up a webcam in my house.
Yeah, .com live. That's all it is? Yeah?
Yep.
At home with the kids. Keeping up with the Cavaliers. Live.
Not having that. So, thank you. Enjoy.